Los Angeles. He's Stan. I'm Neil. Dr. James Naismith, the inventor of basketball, was born in Canada. So it's about time the NBA Finals were played there.
Yeah, Steph Curry's been there before, not in Canada. But there's a twist this time. The Warriors starting on the road for the first time in their 5 finals trips. Kawhi Leonard has won it all before in San Antonio, but he leads the Raptors into their first trip to the NBA Finals. Those who couldn't get the toughest ticket in Toronto, well, they got hyped outside in Jurassic Park. T.O., baby. Let's get it on. Warriors looking for a 3rd straight title, 4th in 5 years. Raptors, the first Eastern Conference team without LeBron James to make the finals in 9 years. First finals game outside the United States. Steph Curry trying to get free up top. Marc Gasol playing good defense, and Curry can't hit it. Later in the first quarter, Kyle Lowry says, give me that. Raptors running on the other end. Marc Gasol going to take that jumper and knock it down. Warriors held to just 21 points in the first quarter, fewest in the finals game for the Warriors since 2016, down 4 after 1. So how did the Raptors do on the offensive end? Kawhi Leonard double-teamed up top, gives it up to Gasol, to Fred VanVleet. VanVleet with 15 off the bench for Toronto. Second quarter, Leonard draws 4 defenders, kicks it out to VanVleet, who's lonely out there. The Raptors 13 for 33 from 3 as a team. Gasol, turnaround jumper, that'll work. He had 20 points. Gasol and VanVleet combined for 21 points in the first half. Raptors up by 10 at the half. Now, teams lead by double digits at the half, and the finals have gone on to win 12 straight since then. Third quarter, Pascal Siakam got hot, working on Draymond Green and getting the best of it. Raptors up by 10. Siakam going to get free on the baseline. Green late on the rotation. 2 for 2. Siakam keeps the hot hand. In transition, the layup will go. 3 for 3 from the floor during this run. More Siakam. Raptors up by 8. Raptors on the fast break. Leonard to Siakam. Siakam 5 for 5 under 5 minutes in the third. Raptors by 9. Good defense, forces the miss. And the Raptors are off and running again. And at the other end, it's Siakam going around Green. Siakam with 26 points on 11 of 13 shooting through 3 quarters. His NBA Finals debut, and Cameroon is in the house for real. So here we go in the fourth. Raptors up by 7. The Warriors kept making runs or mini runs to keep Toronto within scoring range of them, but Siakam just wouldn't let him get close enough. Made 11 straight shots, longest streak in the last 20 NBA Finals. Raptors up by 8 now. Leonard nails a 3-pointer over Kevon Looney. Leonard with 23 points, but he played a supporting role scoring-wise with Siakam doing what he was doing. Just over a minute to go in the game. Raptors trying to close it out. They're going crazy in Jurassic Park. Siakam, no sir, gets his own rebound and puts in the tip in. Finished with 32 points. Draymond Green with a triple-double. A little chat with Drake after it was over, but the Raptors find true north in Game 1. They take it 118-109. First loss for the Warriors in a Game 1 under Steve Kerr. So the Raptors now with 5 straight wins in these playoffs, the longest postseason win streak in franchise history. It matches that streak. Their starting front court outscored the Warriors 75-18. It's their 5th series trailing under Steve Kerr for Golden State, but they came back to win the previous 4. But history, on another note, says advantage Toronto. The winner of Game 1 of the NBA Finals has gone on to win the series 71% of the time. Game 2 on Sunday.
Had someone told you that in your very first NBA Finals game you'd put up 32 points, what would you have said to that person?
Probably that it was crazy. At that time, I don't even know if I really dreamed of, being at this level. I couldn't even think about this moment because, it wasn't reachable for me. But I think once I got to the point where I felt like I had a chance, I put everything, forward, and I just worked really hard.
He was extremely hardworking, just super, super committed to finding a place in this league and improving his game. But I've heard, a lot of people or him say some things this year, and they keep saying, "Are you surprised?" And he keeps saying, "No, this is what I've always envisioned for myself." So I think that's a powerful statement he makes as well. He believes in himself, and he went to work at it.
All right, the Raptors snapped the Warriors' 12-game winning streak in Game 1s of a playoff series. That had been the longest such streak in NBA history. First time Golden State has lost Game 1 of the finals under Steve Kerr. Warriors kept Kawhi Leonard in check. He was 5-14, but Pascal Siakam and the supporting cast stepped up, scored 95 points on 54% shooting. When Golden State lost to fight, Draymond Green posting a triple-double. He also did have 6 turnovers. Warriors 29-2 when Green has a triple-double. Both losses coming this postseason.
Siakam obviously had the game of his playoff life. Give him credit, running the floor. So we'll have to get back on defense next game and really limit their transition points, make them beat us in the half court.
What did Pascal Siakam do to give you guys so much trouble tonight?
I think he played an amazing game, obviously, but he got out in transition. A lot of our transition D was horrible, and I let him get in the rhythm in the first half, first quarter, really. So I got to do a better job of taking his rhythm away, and I will. But he had a great game, but that's on me.
Wasn't our best night, but we just got outplayed. So simple as that. Move on to the next one.
And obviously the Bears, we were down 0-1, but it's not the end of the world. New experiences for us all the way through, but we've proven our resiliency and ability to win games that we need to, and kind of answer the bell and learn from nights like tonight.
Michael Wilbon joins us. And Michael, before we get to the game, I want you to put us in that building. Pre-game, game, post-game. How electric was it?
Wow. I'm Neil. I've been doing this for a long time. I think this is my 33rd or 34th final. I lost count. And I've never seen anything quite like it. And you know what? There's never been anything quite like it. We're talking about an entire country. They're a national entity, and the passion was different. And so you could feel that was palpable in this arena, particularly at the beginning of the game and as the Raptors fought off the Warriors.
All right, from the buzz to the buzzsaw that was the Raptors, especially Siakam. What's your big takeaway from what you saw from both sides?
Man, my biggest takeaway, Neil, is that the Raptors can play defense. I mean, they can defend. They are long, they are athletic, and they played hard. And it's not like they shut out the Warriors. They didn't do that. Clay and Steph, got in a little bit of a groove at different times, and they kept getting it to single digits, but they couldn't close it anymore. And that speaks to me largely to the Raptors' defensive effort. They carried over what they'd done against Milwaukee right into the finals against the champs.
All right, in honor of PTI, let's do What's the Word? Golden State will be blank for Game 2 on Sunday.
Readier. Is that a word? Can I do that?
It is now.
Would that
if you
pass
said
the
it,
spelling
it is.
bee people? Readier.
You're Michael Wilbon.
And readier. Listen, my mother taught school for a long time. I could be in trouble when I get back to the phone and she says readier. Where'd you get that? And I'm talking about specifically for that defense that we just talked about. I mean, Clay and Steph with 35 shots total. Didn't shoot a great percentage. They weren't terrible, but I got a feeling we're going to see the Splash Brothers take it up a notch. I don't know what that's going to result in, but I think those guys in particular. And by the way, I'm going to include Andre Iguodala in that. What was he, like 3 for 7? But he had a couple like air balls, and he could have helped them tonight, and I think he will help them in Game 2.
Michael Wilbon, our show is better when you're on it.
Thanks, Neil.
All right, coming up later, we got words from Stephen A. Smith. Tim Legler's in the lab. Safety goggles required. Rachel Nichols on what we saw from Pascal Siakam and Nick Friedel. I mean, if you're familiar with Mad Magazine, I mean, these Warriors are like Alfred E. Newman. What? Me worry? They're not. All right, coming up also on SportsCenter from Los Angeles, Pascal Siakam, an unlikely story that Hollywood might not buy. Rachel Nichols going to look inside his stat line. Tiger Woods clubbing it at the Memorial. He's tied for 23rd after the first round. He'll need to do much more to catch your leader, Ryan Moore. And from on the tee to on the mound, we got a first pitch with a cause worth pitching. from a friend of ours.
This summer, you could check everything off the to-do list, like book a table at the hottest new restaurant. Go see the biggest shows at the coolest venues. Or you could take it from summer's favorite